Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to be showing you the accounting portion of this software. So in order to use accounting, you want to go ahead and click on the accounting tab. These will change for you, saying invoices, purchase orders, expenses, revenues, banking, and your reports. So initially, when you're just setting up your software, I will show you how I do things in this software. It is a fairly simple system. There's not much to it. Nothing's automated. So I'm not saying you should go ahead and use this accounting if you have better ways, but it is something you can use. So you can go ahead and create your bank accounts. Let's say I'm going to say that I have a check account. Select the account type, checking, add bank. Another thing we'll create is my credit card. Say that it's credit. I created two different accounts, which is checking and credit. Now, the way I use this is, let's say I wanted to go ahead and put some money that already exists. Let's go into revenues and say plus 7/23/2025 amount 50,000 category owner investment checking description. So I'm just going to say that this is for record purposes only. This is not an actual amount that was added to the account. This is just my initial balance. I will be adding more things to the accounting and making it much better. But that will be in some time. So I'm just going to say add record. Okay. Now my banking reflects that I have a $50,000 balance in my checking account. Now I'm going to go ahead and say that my expense was on 7/23/2025. Say 2,000 category. Say other, tab number 0 account credit card, and I'm going to say for record. Now that I have added those two records, I have my banking says -2,000 and checking $50,000. Total net balance is 48,000. Balances including unpaid invoices 48,000 since we don't have any invoices. Now, whenever I want to pay off my credit card with my checking account, I would go ahead, go to transfers and create a new transfer record and say that I'm transferring from my checking account to my credit card account, the amount I'm transferring and the date. Say statement. This so now it reflects, it took 1,000 from my checking account and it added 1,000 to my credit card account, and it reflects in the transfers. So now in your expenses, I've already added a expense. So you're able to just click expenses, date, amount, category, account, and job number and description. Now, the way this works, it is all linked to the jobs also. So, for example, I'm going to say that 7/23/2025, I bought material that was worth 2,000. I'm going to say raw materials, account, credit card, job number 1506, description, half-inch bar, say head revenue. Now I can also say expense 7.5, amount $5, category tooling, account, tab number 6, tab page. So now I've added two different expenses, which will reflect in the jobs control. So if I go to jobs controls, I go to the job, and I say financials. Now it's going to say that, okay, on 7/23/25, I purchased an end mill for $25. This is based on the categories. So all the tooling category will go into this job if you put the job number. Now materials, go to the materials. It says date 07/23/2025, half-inch bar stock, $2,000. Now go into my reports. It also reflects it here and calculates my profit and loss. I can click view more and it will give me a little bit more information on the profits calculation. Going back to the accounting, you can go into revenues and add another revenue and say 07/23/2025, amount 2,000, goods, checking, subscription, invoice 123. And keep in mind that I will be working more on the accounting portion of this software later. This is very, very basic, and it's lacking a lot of different features that a real accounting software has. And so essentially there's going to be ways you can import and export revenues or expenses directly from your bank account. You will have the ability to add your own categories. You will have your ability to actually track your assets, etc. So now when I go to invoices, to create a new invoice, you just click plus sign, select your customer. You can use the internal job number and say that this is for the 1506 I have. You select your invoice terms and you're going to say your invoice date is today, and then it's due on 08/20/23/5. Purchase order number 123456. Discount if you want to, or you don't have to. And then you can select whether you want to charge sales tax, yes or no. Your invoice notes and your line items. So I'm going to say on this invoice there was two different ones. Part number 123001, quantity 20, price 20.6002, quantity 30, price 500. And then you can just create your invoice. Now your invoice reflects here. I will be making automated systems where it will send emails to customers if it's not marked paid. I'll also be adding stuff where you're able to track who owes you how much by actually, sorry, that already exists. You can just click on your customer and it will show you a sheet of receivables in the summary. Now you're able to print your invoice, and just if you wanted to save it as a PDF, you would click Control P, select your printer as Save as PDF, and save it to wherever you're looking to save it to. And then you have your information right over here, your bill shipped to, invoice number, date, due date, internal job number, terms, PO, and the line items. You can also click Print Packing Slip, which is essentially the same thing. It just gives you the items that you're delivering and with no pricing. Go back to your invoice page, and once your invoice is paid, you can just click on the unpaid and it will flip the status to paid. So this is very simple, but again, a nice way of tracking your balances if you wanted to use this somehow. Now, since my invoices already says it's paid, it's not reflecting, so I'm just going to say that it's unpaid. Go back to banking, and this will actually reflect the balances with including unpaid invoices. Purchase orders work exactly the same as invoices, except they're purchase orders. You select your vendor, you select the date, due date, and create your purchase order. Same exact way. Go ahead and print, edit, or so the accounting portion, again, is very, very simple, but you can use it for invoicing and purchase orders. Then your reports will show you a full categorized report of profit and loss and a summary report for yearly federal taxes. So you can go ahead and click view report, and it's going to show you your entire report for the year. Now, I wouldn't exactly believe this profit and loss. It does say expenses, revenues, profit, loss, deductible, taxable, etc. I am not an accountant, and I do not say that all of this is going to be definitely accurate at the end of the year. These are done on categories based on my thoughts on how it all works. It might be completely different. It will most likely be completely different from what your accountant tells you. So, but nevertheless, they are linked to the jobs, and by time I will be developing and making this portion of the software much better, and you will be able to track all of your expenses toward jobs. Thank you. Have a great day.